Day 2.
Hey all, it's me, Angela Deeb. Today we're going to keep talking about life, love, and the pursuit of mental health. Welcome to my channel. So if you're ready, grab your coffee and let's get started.
I have a really mixed group of people to talk to and a really mixed group of counselors to talk with things through as well. Some work that Brene Brown did where she talks about vulnerability and shame and the difference between men and women and how they process their shame or guilt. And I'm beginning to see a pattern here for myself of how I can definitely talk about what I don't want, and how it's much more difficult for me regularly to talk about what I do want. And when I came home yesterday and I made my video, I was candid as I could be, and George was here in the room with me and he listened, but he was on his phone and he was kind of engaged in probably some reading. I love it that he reads. Sometimes he plays games with people from all over the world, probably. But at the same time, it's been talked about a lot that electronic devices can separate us and also make us feel disconnected. And so I made my thoughts about that very clear to him last night, but that of course was not the first time I had said that. But really a lot of what I was saying last night was that I was just flat out feeling disrespected, and that I didn't think it was cool to be on his phone when I was talking about my first day of brain school. And that's what we're calling it right now. We're calling it brain school. And I do definitely feel like that's what this is. So with that said, yesterday I came home and we talked a little bit about my experience there, and I wrote and I videoed, but then I was also kind of waiting for Henry to get home because I knew he would be a pretty good listener. And when I was in group today, I said, I thought about all the things I said yesterday, which is true. Day 1, you say stuff. Day 2, you apologize for what you said on day 1. Basically, everyone said, shut up. It's fine. What you say in here, you don't have to apologize for. And I was refreshed. I was relieved in a lot of ways that what I was saying and what I will be saying is that I'm in a safe place to be able to say that. And it's forever been scary for me to talk about my experiences and what I've gone through and what I'm dealing with and getting ready to deal with. I said, you know, if I was the person in the empty chair and looking in or watching myself judge the group and give feedback to the group about stuff I don't have any idea about. I mean, I'm looking from the outside, and who am I to tell these people what to do? But it was important to me to say to my group, please, 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 please understand that I have no intention of being a jerk or being disrespectful to you and your boundaries. And if I do that, if I overshare or advise, please tell me to stop, or tell me this is uncomfortable, or I'm not cool with that, or whatever. And I think the biggest thing for me about that is that I don't want that. I don't want people to tell me what to do. I don't want people to come into my life and judge it and pick it apart and tell me that's stupid, you're wasting your time on that, or just don't think like that, or whatever. It's there's a lot of fear in opening up and sharing, and I'm 2 days new to this group. We don't know each other, but I'm very honest. I explained, guys, I don't lie, but it's because I don't know how to lie. I just don't. And I want to be supportive of my peers, but then at the same time, I don't always hold back. I may not even know how. So anyway, aside from being frustrated with George, wanting to apologize for day one, and getting to really share some of my thoughts with my group, I'm understanding more today than yesterday that vulnerability and that sharing and that communicating the feelings of shame and guilt is what is going to heal me. I'm not excited about it. I'm trying to sense for myself how this is going to go, how this is going to work, how I'm going to say how I'm feeling without being judged. But still trying to be myself. And if I'm judging myself, that's not going to help me. But I think that's also why I'm here making these videos, so that I can say these things out loud and go, you lived through that. You lived through saying it. You lived through getting it off your chest, even though it wasn't in front of, tons of people immediately. You're going to share this with the world, and you've already shared with your group, so, we know you will survive this, but even knowing that, it doesn't make it any less scary. So I can't tell if I've gone off on a tangent, so I will end my video here and talk about other things and or more important pieces of group tomorrow. Okay?